Hello friends, again today I am before you with the model answer of the yesterday's question. If you remember yesterday we gave a question from Western philosophy. So now today we will discuss that question and model answer of that, and we'll try to see how that question can be answered properly. Uh, the question was on Descartes, discuss Descartes' methodic doubt. How does it lead to certain knowledge? So now if you see, this question has two parts. First part, you have to describe what is Descartes' methodic doubt. And second, how it leads to certain knowledge. So this is main exposition of the question, which we'll be covering in about 60 to 70% of words. And then we will try to see what are the critical evaluation or what are the critiques of this argument. And then we'll try to finally conclude regarding what is value it has and how it is leading to further discussions and elaborations in philosophy. So now let us start. The answer starts like, what can we know about absolute certainty? In an era of scientific revolution and philosophical skepticism, Descartes' method of doubt, outlined in Meditations on First Philosophy, confronts this question head on. Now, yesterday and day before yesterday also, I told a few of the answers what I'm giving in a different model, where if you see, the beginning and end are basically quite engaging sentences are used there. So here this answer is also like that. So if you first two sentences you see, this is quite engaging and quite attractive to examiners. So if you can remember such kind of engaging sentences, do use that at least in few questions that may fetch you better marks. So here we are doing that. Besides, content is anyway very good. The references are very good. Then balanced criticism will be there. Then introduction, evaluation, introduction, conclusion, and main body also is quite balanced manner. All those things are there, but extra thing is engaging beginning and engaging end. So that's what we are doing here. So if you see first sentence itself, what can we know with absolute certainty? In an era of scientific revolution and philosophical skepticism, if you remember, the rationalist era was like that. Scientific discoveries, inventions were going on, but on the other hand, skepticism was also prevailing as far as philosophy is concerned. So, that was the era of rationalists, Descartes, uh, Spinoza, and Leibniz. And if you remember, all these were very good mathematicians also. So, accordingly, they have incorporated scientific methods and mathematical precision also in their philosophies. So, accordingly, the Descartes philosophy is also there. So, in an era of scientific revolution and philosophical skepticism, Descartes' method of doubt or methodic doubt, outlined in his book, Meditations on First Philosophy, confronts this question head on. What is the question? The question is, what can we know with absolute certainty? Now, seeking a firm foundation for knowledge. And why Descartes wants this? He wants it for firm foundation of knowledge. So now, if you see, we are in introduction itself, we are talking about the second part of the question, leading to certain knowledge. So Descartes, for certain knowledge or firm foundation of knowledge, he basically enunciated his method of doubt. Descartes adopts systematic doubt, rejecting all beliefs that admit even the slightest uncertainty, including sense perceptions, mathematics, and inherited authority. So all these he started doubting. But he posits, he also says, when he gave one example, that idea of a malicious demon capable of deceiving him about everything. There is a malicious demon who is capable of deceiving him of everything. So that also should be doubted. Yet, now we are jumping from first paragraph to second paragraph to cogito ergo sum. Yet one truth remains immune. That is cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. The act of doubting confirms the existence of a thinking subject, that is I, myself. So what Descartes is telling, even if there is a demon who is capable of deceiving him about everything, still one thing is beyond doubt, and that is myself, because I am a thinking subject. And that is what his cogito ergo sum is. Now, this becomes epistemic bedrock upon which Descartes reconstructs knowledge through clear and distinct ideas, which he believes guaranteed by existence of a benevolent, non-deceptive God. So this we will remember, this subsequently will come back again to this point, but this is what Descartes' theory was, that clear and distinct ideas are guaranteed by existence of a benevolent, non-deceptive God. Now let us come to next paragraph. This rationalist project laid foundation for modern epistemology and inspired thinkers like Spinoza, Leibniz. Now we'll come to criticism. However, it also drew sharp critique. David Hume, one of the empiricists, in a book called Treatise of Human Nature, argued that reason alone cannot establish actual knowledge without empirical grounding. So since Hume was empiricist, so he believed, that rationalist ideas were not correct. So accordingly, he has criticized. Immanuel Kant, another modern thinker, in his book called Critique of Pure Reason, asserted that Descartes ignored the a priori categories through which the mind actively structures experience. So, if you have gone through Kant, you will understand he proposed a priori categories in mind which structure experience. And he says that both rationalism and empiricism both are required for knowledge to be processed. That was Kant's idea. So, accordingly, Kant has criticized here. Now, subsequent critiques from existentialist philosophy, Nietzsche, Michael Foucault, and Derrida, these three guys, questioned Cogito's assumption of a stable, self-evident I. In their theory, there is nothing stable, self-evident. They instead said that self is fragmented, historical, and linguistically constructed. So that was their philosophy. So accordingly, they criticized Descartes' philosophy. Now, another critique, Anthony Arnold, pointed out that Descartes may presuppose the very self he seeks to prove. So first criticism is that he is presupposing the self he seeks to prove. So that is first criticism. Now, second is very important criticism. His reliance on God as epistemic guarantor reintroduces theological assumptions into a method that aimed for secular certainty. So what Arnold is telling, that if you see, I told you that we'll come back here. So Descartes is telling that clear and distinct ideas are guaranteed by existence of benevolent and non-deceptive God. This is what Descartes is telling. Now, his critique, Arnold is telling that Descartes is reintroducing the theological assumptions through this, whereas he is claiming that his method is aimed for secular certainty and scientific method and very, very clean method, but still now he is now introducing another doubtful element. So accordingly, it's self-contradictory. So this is what Arnold is telling. Now we'll go to conclusion. Still, Descartes' doubt is not nihilism. It is a tool for intellectual clarity. In conclusion, his methodic doubt remains a foundational move in Western philosophy. All of us know it's very, very important. One that continues to shape debates on knowledge, selfhood, and certainty. So this completes our answer. Now, tomorrow we'll be taking up a question from Indian philosophy. Now, let us see what is the question. How does Charvak view morality and ethics? Is it hedonistic? So the question is, how does Charvak view morality and ethics? Is it hedonistic? This question we will be discussing and answering tomorrow. So thanks a lot for watching today's video. One thing I told yesterday also, if you want me to take any question and explain it, you can write that in comment section. I will be definitely very happy to take that question, because that will help you in a way you want. And actually, that is my objective also. So please, or you can send me mail also. My mail is also there in the description. So you can send me mail, or you can write in the comment section the question which you want me to take up. So maybe in next 1 week or 10 days, I will be in a sequence. I will be definitely trying to help that to even other students also who are watching this video. Now, thanks a lot for watching this. We'll meet again tomorrow with today's question. Thank you.